as for Tracy McGrady, he's playing on a very sore left ankle. He had some treatment, didn't practice yesterday. He told me he's about 80%, and he hopes that he'll be okay as the game goes on.
And 4 of the last 5 times these two teams have met, the team that came out ahead in quarter number 1 went on to win the game. Tommy Nunez, Steve Javie, and Joe Forte, today's officials.
If McGrady and Carter keep coming strong to the hoop and pass on the double clutching, they're going to get to the foul line all afternoon.
Pick and roll. Instead it goes to an open Oakley. After the ball fake, he hits the shot.
Toronto, Marcus Camby will be the victim of a very uncomplimentary thing.
Charles Oakley from outside, his second bucket.
Well, you circle Patrick Ewing, and you can see that he is illegal, and an easy call for Tommy Nunez to make. McGrady trying to get on the board.
Christie for 3. New York only 4 of 10 at the free throw line in the final minutes of the first quarter.
Here's a guy that's got to get on the board, man. I think they've got to find a way to get McGrady going as he was in game 1. 8 on the clock.
Not a good shot, but he made it. Fall away, 20-footer over Camby.
2 from the line.
He has 9 points. He's hit 5 of his 6 free throws. Davis left open. Antonio Davis hit one of those a moment ago. Oakley, though, saves it back to Bogues.
Great defense, Allen Houston. Step out Camby.
Poked it away from McGrady. Then another bad pass, and McGrady returns the favor. Bogues, numbers for Toronto, behind the back, and the jam to Davis from Tracy McGrady. And the first half comes to a close. Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, the 2 young stars of the Toronto Raptors, held to a combined 8 points only.
Welcome back to Toronto as we get ready for the second half. I'm Jim Gray. Tracy McGrady took a shot to numb his left ankle at half. He says he can't feel anything. Trainer said it was necessary if he was going to continue to play in the game, and the PR staff has confirmed that he took this shot. He's hopeful that he will be able to play and be effective.
When we talk about intelligence and when we talk about being aggressive, there has to be a balance there. And the balance that Tracy McGrady has tipped the scales at by taking that shot, that is not a good idea. If he can't feel that ankle, that is not a good idea whatsoever. This is the 3rd game of the first round of the playoffs. Man is 20 years old. Where is the leadership?
Drawn it and gave up an easy deuce.
How are you going to get an offensive foul against somebody who's smaller than you?
But he thought he fell down, and that was going to do it. McGrady
looked like a tough shot as he... LJ missing, and a tough rebound by Oakley. Hauled it down in traffic. Bogues wants to push it for the Raptors. Oakley's the trailer, spots a wide open McGrady, and he got 2 in a row. Tracy McGrady.
Well, remember, in order to get, you got to give, and they want Jonathan Bend to steal McGrady.
McGrady timed it perfectly in the passing lane and forced it up as bailed out for the foul.
Missing these golden opportunities. That crowd in Philadelphia, they are hungry. The Knicks have got to break the play and come to the ball, get it to Houston and Sprewell, let them recreate a whole new set.
4 turnovers in the quarter by New York. Open shot McGrady. He's scored 8 in a row for the Toronto Raptors and has 10 in the game. Tracy McGrady coming alive in the 3rd quarter, and the Toronto Raptors, bidding to stay alive in the series, have their biggest lead. Toronto 59-52. They're on an 8-0 run. All McGrady. And a blank check for Tracy McGrady, a free agent. Whatever it takes is the amount on that one.
Well, they have to remember how they got the lead, and Tracy McGrady was instrumental in it by being aggressive, asserting himself at both ends of the floor, but attacking before the defense could get set and react, and that's how they got that advantage, and they'll have to get back to it. McGrady will have to remember those 4 plays.
Let's go to Jim Gray.
While Charles Oakley was on the free throw line, Butch and Vince Carter called Tracy McGrady over, and they told him, come to the ball. Don't just stand there and post up. Come get the ball. Tom?
Ewing with a double team causes Vince Carter to get it back to Oakley. Cross court again to Carter. 5 to shoot. No look to McGrady, who scores from his cousin, Vince Carter. And the Knicks with the ball have a 2-point lead. Sprewell with the the game winner in game 2. Johnson for 3. Banked it in! Oh, no. The LJ sign prevails.
Well, if you're Toronto, you got to come back quickly and try to get one score. Carter for 3.
Rebounded by Davis. D. Brown for 3.
It has not been D. Brown's finest hour.
Houston 23, Ewing 12, Sprewell 11, Larry Johnson 14, and now Chris Childs 10.
Throughout this series, their ultimate respect for Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, really coming through here. Tremendous poise by the Knicks.
McGrady with an air ball, and that'll do it. The New York Knicks complete the sweep of the Toronto Raptors and will move to the second round to face their arch rival, the Miami Heat. New York ends the game on a 9-2 run when the game was on the line. That was over the last minute, 10 seconds. Let's go to Jim Gray.
I have it on the utmost authority that Duncan will either re-sign with San Antonio or go to Orlando. There is no other choice than those two teams.
So if he goes someplace else, like in Orlando, where he's going to have to be the carrier, I don't know if signing a guard will be good enough, or do you need another big man to play alongside
well,
of him?
Let's not forget, Orlando's got $18 million in cap money, so they can sign two major players, whether it's going to be Grant Hill, Eddie Jones, Tracy McGrady, obviously at the top of that list, even a guy like Tim Thomas. So
the Orlando Magic's master plan to take over the basketball universe is becoming about as unpleasant as the line to Space Mountain. After losing out on Tim Duncan, it appears Tracy McGrady could be next to pull a disappearing act on the Magic. Once considered a lock, McGrady, who is meeting with Orlando officials today.
This feels great. I get the opportunity to come back home, play in front of my family, my friends, and just play for a first-class organization.
Just playing those guys and see how hard they work and just seeing the talent level that they had on their team. You know, the Raptors, we thought we was just going to run all over them. You know, we didn't think they belonged on the court with us, but, you know, for them to go out and play hard 48 minutes, you know, just even made my decision a lot easier. You know, I looked at what Doc did to the team last season, and it showed. You know, he's a great coach. His players are true to him, and they went out and played every night for him. And, you know, believe it or not, he had to coach every night. You know, some nights, you know, teams in the league, the coaches don't have to coach every night. If you play a team like the Clippers, you know, you don't have to coach every night, but I believe Doc had to coach every night.
But the one point I want to make today is that this is not the end, it's the beginning. You know, this is just the beginning. We have players now, we have more players now, and now we need to play, and so that's the beginning. We have somewhere we want to go. We know where that is, and we have a lot of work, but it's a challenge that I think we're all looking forward to, and really, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to get started.
I didn't get as much as playing time as he did. It was Vince Carter's show. Couldn't talk me out of it. I mean, I hated Vince, I hated to leave you, but it's a business, baby. I hated to leave, but, you know, I had to do what's best for me.
It hurt a little bit, you know, but that's the way it goes, and, you know, I slept on it. It's over with now. But definitely, it's tough to swallow. I guess when you think they feel one way, and when they leave, you know, it becomes the truth, I guess.
Vince was disappointed because he saw a bright future for the both of us. I didn't see it that way. I wanted him to have his own spotlight in Toronto, let me go somewhere and have my own spotlight.
We were starting to build something that was spectacular. If he didn't feel that was enough to stay, no problem.
As teammates, McGrady and Carter were once inseparable. But friction developed after an ESPN The Magazine profile of McGrady indicated he was tired of playing in Carter's shadow.
Some of the things that he did say about Toronto and the fans and just the situation here, I personally think he had a great time here. It's just that he wanted to be in a different situation. He wanted the ball all the time. And he's getting the opportunity now, and I'm happy for him.
I think the media kind of blew that whole Tracy and Vince thing out of proportion. Me and Vince were speaking, and, you know, nothing is wrong. I think it was just some misunderstanding. Me and Vince, you know, we back to our same ways. We're on good terms.
You know, when you think about it, in Toronto, he didn't get a lot of shots. Vince Carter was taking most of those shots. And then they had so many other guys, and Doug Christie and Charles Oakley and Antonio Davis, that Tracy McGrady was almost an afterthought offensively.
Early on in camp, Grant Hill made a comment that after seeing you play, that he felt the Raptors were holding your game back.
I don't think it was held back. I don't think they really knew how good I was. I was kind of holding a lot back myself. You know, I really didn't have the confidence to really bring all my game out. You know, at the time, I just didn't believe that, you know, going out every night, that I can bring it every night. I didn't believe it at the time. Now I believe I can bring it every night.